Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of solving linear inequalities using addition and subtraction. So what I want to talk to you about right now is when there are variables on both sides of the equation. Much like when we did this before when we had the equal sign. So I'm just going to replace the less than sign with an equal sign. We had to decide which operation we are going to do first. It doesn't really matter which one you're going to do first, as long as whatever you do to one side of the equation, you're doing to the other side of the equation. Okay, so I'm just going to erase all this right here and just go through the example with you. All right, so step number 1 right here, it says solve the inequality. They've decided to subtract 2d from each side is your first step. And then the second step, to isolate the variable, they subtract 2 from each side. Again, this is the important part right here. That is the less than symbol. So once you've done that and gone through and got your answer, d is less than -4. So in this case here, because it is just a less than symbol, there's no equal sign equal to underneath it, we just place an open circle. And then, of course, we draw the arrow. So any number that is less than -4, indicated by the arrow direction, will solve that inequality. That being said, I'm going to do another example on the other side of the page, maybe 2 examples. So the first one we're going to do is just going to look over here and see what it is. So we have 3z plus 1 is less than or equal to 2z minus 2. So in this case here, we're going to have to decide which we're going to do first. In this example, I would probably subtract 1 from each side. It'd just be easier in that respect. So over here, we're going to be left with 3z is less than or equal to 2z minus 3, right? And then, of course, I'm going to take the smaller one. So I'm going to subtract 2z from this side, subtract 2z from this side. And I'm going to be left with z is less than or equal to minus 3. So on my number line, I'm going to find where the -3 is. All right, so obviously it's going to be right here. And I'm going to have to determine whether it's going to be an open or closed circle. Now, because it has the equal to similar to there, it's going to be a closed circle. So on my little number line I already have installed here, I'm just going to put a dot on there. And then my arrow, of course, is going to be going to the left, because any number to the left of that or less than z is equal to is less than or equal to -3 will solve that equation. Another example I'll do up here. Let's see here. We have 4 minus 4x is greater than 6 minus 5x. Okay, in this case here, we have to determine what we're going to do first. I would subtract -4 from each side, and then I would be left with minus 4x is greater than, what do we have here? 6 take away 4 is 2 minus 5x. Right, now, I don't want to be moving the 2 around very much, so I'm just going to leave the 2 right here, and I'm going to add 5x from here, which is 0. I'm going to add 5x over here, which is just x is greater than, and I'm left with a 2 on this side. So on my number line, you'll notice that I'm just going to find the 2 on my number line, and I'm going to put an open circle on here. There's no equal to symbol underneath there, and any number that goes to the right of this will satisfy that equation, right? So again, just to recap, you're going to have to decide which steps you're going to use to isolate the variable, whether it's going to be subtracting a like variable, such as this side. Here we didn't do the z variables until later. We did just the coefficients first, or and over here we did again constant term, not the numerical coefficients, the constant terms, and we subtracted those first. So whatever you decide to do is totally up to you, as long as your answer satisfies the equation. Okay. I know there's going to be lots of questions on this as we move through the latter part of this, but we'll work through it together. Thanks.